Oklahoma City's budget crisis could take officers off the streets. Thanks for joining us. I'm Andrew Spino.
And I'm Jamie Soretta. Fox 25 obtained the Oklahoma City Police Chief's proposal for cutbacks. Tonight, Fox 25's Lisa Monahan tells us how the reductions could impact public safety. She has the story only on Fox. Lisa.
The city asked each department to outline a 12% budget cut for the next fiscal year. For the Oklahoma City Police Department, it's a loss of more than $12 million. Chief Bill City calls his proposal the worst-case scenario.
Firing officers, investigators, and support staff tops the list of budget cuts Oklahoma City Police Chief Bill City recommends.
That's the first thing on the page, but it's in the hierarchy of things to cut. That's the last thing we want to have to do.
Chief City says the proposal Fox 25 obtained outlines possible changes to the department. If forced to make the 12% cuts, Chief City says 135 officers will lose their jobs.
And I know everybody wants to know whether or not officers are going to be cut. Officers being cut, hopefully, is the last resort.
In the proposal, the patrol unit will take the biggest cut, losing 36 positions, the impact unit 21, and investigations 19. But the chief says other cuts will come first.
You go through every position, you go through every division within this police department, and you decide what's the least important here.
Before getting rid of officers, the chief plans to cut from prevention and educational programs, followed by a cut in the benefits offered to police officers.
My priority, and I've already made this clear, is that we want to keep officers on the street.
The city plans to negotiate with the union, asking it to consider forfeiting officers' uniform allowance, education incentives, and the take-home vehicle program. The Fraternal Order of Police says it's not surprised by the city's budget crisis. The FOP says it spent months warning citizens about this very situation.
While we were telling people that, we were being accused of trying to confuse them with the facts. Now apparently the facts are pretty evident to everyone, and the city's going to have to make some adjustments.
And the FOP says it will work with the city to come to an agreement, just not at the expense of employees.
I think it's very sad that that would even be considered. We recognize the position the city is in, but to consider paying for things on the backs of the employees, which ultimately affect the citizens.
But Chief City says this is just a rough draft for a rough situation.
And my document is just the very beginning of that process. And the council ultimately makes a decision based on how much money the city has to spend for the services that we provide.
Well, the city's finance director says it's not likely the department will have to take a 12% budget cut. The city says it's starting negotiations with the unions, but the FOP says it has not seen a proposal from the city at this point. Jamie.
Okay, thank you, Lisa. The city's finance director says the proposed budget is expected to go before the city council on May 4th.
A yes vote will create jobs, a yes vote is going to improve the quality of life, and a yes vote is going to put more dollars into public safety. A yes vote for MAPS puts more police and firefighters on the street. That hundreds of millions of dollars are coming for streets and public safety.
I think it would contradict what I and /we said during the campaign. Are we going to get back to the budget meeting? Okay.